Well, hey everybody, it's good to be back with you. I'm back at the same old place. I'm getting a little lazy. I sit here at the desk and I think about the times that I consult and coach with organizations and leaders, and I also reflect on what I wrote about in my book. And these thoughts just hit me, and I got to get them off my chest. This is a great way to do it, sharing this with you. So we're going to talk today about instilling fear in your people, the kind of fear you want to instill in your people. Doesn't that sound sexy? Bringing that big stick in and instilling fear in your organization that they just cower and obey your every order. The fear of God and your subordinates. Well, I'm not talking about that fear. If that's the fear you're bringing into an organization, you're going to get what's coming to you. I'm talking about the fear that people carry around that they might let you down because they love and respect you as a leader. If you can achieve that, instilling fear in people that they might let you down because they love and respect you, you've gotten to a really magic place as a leader in your organization. You've really achieved something. Now, the goal should not be to increase that fear in somebody. It ought to come naturally because of what you do. And here's the magic sauce. Aside from picking up my book, It's Personal, Not Personnel, Leadership Lessons for the Battlefield and the Boardroom, I'll share a couple of secrets with you here. First one is transparency. Being transparent as a leader, and I'm talking about sharing some of the things you're not very good at. I have a sense of humor, a really great sense of humor. I'm from Massachusetts. I'm a masshole. I have this Northeast wit and sarcasm that I bring with me. But I use my sense of humor when I'm uncomfortable or I'm not confident about something. Now, that doesn't always work well in a very serious situation or a profession like the military. So I had to be conscious of that. And I shared that with everybody in my organization through what I call the biography sketch. And you can read about me in chapter 5. I used to joke in meetings that I graduated college with a 2.6 GPA. I'm not the smartest in the room. Sure, I achieved things to get my rank and the position that I held, but I wanted groupthink. I wanted to hear people's opinions, even if they were different from mine. Transparency, huge. Next one, humility, being humble, putting your ego in a box and leaving it somewhere else. I have seen the downfall of many a leader because of their ego. I mean, almost all the time I see it. Their ego rears its ugly head. The ego wants you to be right all the time and not listen to people and try and win the argument. Somebody that's humble will listen intently and realize that, they may not be right, or somebody might have a better idea, or, they're not the smartest person in the room. Humility is huge, and you can read about it in my book. The last thing is to invest in your people, to care for them. So I'm talking about, putting your arms around them and getting to know them far beyond their resume and their last name and maybe what they drive for a car. If Jim is one of my subordinates and I know he's got an engineering degree and a fiance, that's not near enough. The Jim I want to know is the Jim that has a fiance. They've been engaged for a year. He's got 2 children from a previous marriage. He filed bankruptcy 7 years ago, but he's climbing out of it. He's a rock star. He's a really good designer in our design department, but he's an introvert, not the guy I want to put into a leadership position, but a guy that I want to take care of because he does great things for our team. Jim has emotions. He gets emotional, and it comes out in emails and meetings, right? These are the kind of things I want to know about Jim. Jim wants to be a CEO someday of an organization. That's his long-term goal in a design type organization. So I got to work with him on those things and help him with his introversion. This is the Jim that I know. I'm talking about knowing your people and then creating that emotionally safe environment for them so that they feel free to speak up and offer their opinion, and that you're not going to beat them down and berate them. You're a human being that wants to connect with them and wants them to be a valued member of the team, that you're going to step in front when somebody from on high comes on down to berate them over something they did wrong. That's where you step in front. Oh, no. You don't touch Jim. You touch me, because I lead Jim. If he did something wrong, it's my fault because he's one of my teammates here. So it's connecting with them. And the last thing really in this whole, investing in people venture is helping them achieve their personal and professional goals. This isn't, get project A completed or something just, work related or short term. It's really about where they want to be down the road, personally and professionally. It might be something completely different from what your organization provides and places they want to get to. But if you can get on board with that and champion that effort and champion them and help them stick to these goals and milestones to get there, you're going to see amazing things. And I think you're going to instill the fear in people that they just don't want to let you down. And that's a neat place to be. Thanks for watching, and go invest in your people.